Story 1. I've been working as a server at this family restaurant for about 2 years now. It's a decent place, nothing fancy, but we get a lot of regulars and the tips are okay. We're known for our comfort food and our birthday tradition. When someone's celebrating a birthday, the whole wait staff comes out. We sing happy birthday, bring out a free slice of cake with a candle, and make a big deal out of it. People love it, especially kids. The birthday thing is pretty loose with verification. If someone says it's their birthday, we take them at their word. Most people are honest about it. Sometimes you get teenagers trying to scam a free dessert, but usually they're so awkward about lying that it's kind of endearing. We just go with it. It's not worth ruining someone's dinner over a $4 piece of cake. I work the dinner shift, 5 days a week. Tuesday through Saturday, 4 to 11. I know most of the regulars by face, if not by name, and I can usually tell when someone's going to be a difficult customer within the first 2 minutes of seating them. She came in on a Tuesday night. Party of one, which isn't that unusual. She sat in my section and seemed normal enough at first. Middle-aged woman, dressed nice, spent a lot of time on her phone while looking at the menu. Me, hi there. Can I start you off with something to drink? Her, water with lemon, lots of lemon. Me, sure thing. Are you ready to order, or do you need a few minutes? Her, I'll take the chicken parmesan and a side salad. Me, perfect. I'll get that in for you. The dinner went fine. She didn't talk much, ate her food, seemed satisfied. Then when I brought the check, she suddenly got very animated. Her, oh, I almost forgot to mention, it's my birthday. Me, oh, happy birthday. Let me get the staff together and we'll bring you out some cake. Her, thank you so much. I can't believe I almost didn't say anything. I grabbed 3 other servers and we did our usual birthday routine. Came out singing, brought the cake with a candle, made a little fuss. She recorded it on her phone, seemed genuinely happy. She left a decent tip and everything. Then she came back on Wednesday. I recognized her immediately when the host sat her in my section again. Same time, same table request, party of one. Me, welcome back. What can I get you tonight? Her, I'll have the meatloaf special and sweet tea. Me, coming right up. Dinner went smoothly again. But sure enough, when I brought the check, she did the same thing. Her, oh my goodness, it's my birthday. I paused. I definitely remember doing the birthday song for her yesterday. Me, your birthday was yesterday, right? Her, what? No, it's today. I'd know my own birthday. Me, I could have sworn we sang to you last night. Her, you must be thinking of someone else. Today is definitely my birthday. I didn't want to argue with a customer, and technically I couldn't prove anything. Maybe I was confused. Maybe she had a twin who came in yesterday. Unlikely, but possible. Me, okay? Let me grab everyone for the song. We did the whole routine again. She recorded it again, seemed just as thrilled as the day before. Left another decent tip. Thursday, she came in again. Same section, same time, same deal. I took her order for the salmon, brought her dinner, and waited for what I knew was coming. Her, guess what? It's my birthday. Me again? Her, what do you mean again? It's my birthday today. Me, ma'am, I've sung happy birthday to you the last 2 nights. Her, I don't know what you're talking about. This is my first time mentioning it. Me, you were here Tuesday and Wednesday. Same table. I was your server both times. Her, well, maybe I just have one of those faces. But today is definitely my birthday, and I'd like my free dessert. Me, I need to talk to my manager. Her, excuse me? Are you calling me a liar? Me, I'm not calling you anything. I just need to check with my manager about policy. I went to the back and found my manager in his office. Me, hey, we've got a situation. Woman in my section has claimed it's her birthday 3 nights in a row. Manager, same woman all 3 times. Me, definitely. Same person, same table, same routine. Manager, and she wants the free cake again? Me, yep. Manager, did you sing to her the other times? Me, Yeah, I didn't realize what was happening until tonight. Manager, okay? Let me handle this. My manager came out to her table with me. Manager, good evening, ma'am. I understand it's your birthday. Her, yes, finally someone who's not going to give me a hard time about it. Manager, well, we love celebrating birthdays here. Can I just see your ID real quick? Just to verify the date. Her, my ID. Why do you need that? Manager, just policy when someone's getting a complimentary item. Quick verification. Her, I don't have it with me. Manager, you drove here without your license. Her, I walked. Manager, okay, no problem. Maybe another form of ID, credit card, anything with a birth date? Her, this is ridiculous. Are you saying I'm lying? Manager, I'm saying you've been here 3 nights in a row claiming it's your birthday each time. So either you're confused about dates or you're trying to scam free desserts. Her, how dare you? I want to speak to the owner. Manager, I am the owner. Her face went red. Her, well then you just lost a customer. Manager, I think I'll survive. She stood up, threw her napkin on the table, and grabbed her purse. Her, I'm posting about this online. Everyone will know how you treat customers. Manager, you do that. But you're still paying for your dinner before you leave. She muttered something under her breath, slapped some cash on the table, and stormed out. My manager looked at me. Manager, if she comes back tomorrow, let me know immediately. Me will do. Friday came and went. No sign of her. I thought that was the end of it. But Saturday night, right at 7 o'clock, she walked in. Different outfit, sunglasses on even though it was dark outside, but definitely the same woman. The host sat her in a different server's section, probably hoping I wouldn't notice. But I saw her immediately and went straight to my manager. Me, she's back. Manager, you're kidding. Me, table 12. Sunglasses indoors. Thinks she's incognito. Manager, okay? I've got an idea. Get everyone together in the back in about 20 minutes. Her dinner progressed normally. The other server had no idea about the history. When she asked for the check, right on schedule, she did it again. Her, oh, I almost forgot. It's my birthday. Server, oh wonderful. Let me get everyone together. The server came back to tell us, excited to do the birthday routine. My manager stopped her. Manager, I'll handle this one personally. Everyone, come with me. We all gathered, about 6 of us, including the manager. We walked out to her table carrying a piece of cake with a candle. Then we started singing. All of us, Happy Expiration Day to you. Happy Expiration Day to you. Happy Expiration Day, dear scammer. Happy Expiration Day to you. Her face went through about 5 different emotions. Confusion, recognition, anger, embarrassment, and finally rage. Her, what is this? Manager, well, you've been here 4 times this week claiming it's your birthday. We figured either you're the unluckiest person alive with a birthday that keeps changing, or your credibility has expired. Hence, expiration day. Her, this is humiliation. Manager, no, this is consequences. You want the cake or not? Her, I'm leaving. Manager, great, and you're banned. Don't come back. She grabbed her things and practically ran out of the restaurant. The other diners who'd witnessed it started clapping. The server whose section she'd been in looked confused. Server, what just happened? Me, that was her 4th birthday this week. Server, oh my God. Manager, if anyone asks for a birthday dessert from now on, check their ID. New policy as of tonight. We never saw her again. But the story spread through the restaurant staff immediately, and Happy Expiration Day became our inside joke. Anytime someone tried something sketchy, we'd threaten to sing them Expiration Day. My manager printed out a fake certificate that hangs in the back office now. It says, Official Expiration Day Certificate with a date and everything. It's dated for the day we sang to her. Best use of the birthday song I've ever seen. Story 2. I've been managing a beauty supply store for about 5 years now. It's one of those mid-sized chains that sells makeup, skincare, hair products, all that stuff. I started as a cashier when I was 22, right out of community college. Worked my way up to assistant manager, then manager when the previous one retired. The pay is decent, and I like helping customers find products that work for them. Most days are pretty straightforward. We have a whole section dedicated to skincare with testers for lotions, creams, and serums. It's standard practice in beauty retail. People want to feel the texture and smell the products before buying them. We keep hand sanitizer nearby and little cotton pads for testing. The testers get replaced regularly, and we clean the area multiple times a day to keep it sanitary. Last month, this woman came in on a Saturday afternoon. Saturdays are always our busiest day. Lots of people browsing, lots of sales. I was helping another customer when I noticed her heading straight for the lotion section. She looked determined, like she was on a mission. I finished with my customer and walked past the lotion area to check on things. That's when I saw what she was doing. She had opened at least 15 different tester bottles and was pumping lotion onto her hands, arms, and even her neck. One after another, not even rubbing each one in fully before adding more. Me, ma'am, can I help you find something specific? Woman, I'm testing products. Isn't that what these are for? Me, yes, but usually people test 1 or 2 at a time to see how they feel. Woman, I need to test them all to compare. How else will I know which one to buy? Me, you can test a few, wash your hands, then test a few more. Woman, that's inefficient. I'm doing it my way. She kept going. She opened more bottles. 20 at this point. She was mixing lavender lotion with coconut, then adding some kind of anti-aging cream, then a body butter, then an exfoliating lotion. Her arms were covered in layers of different products. It looked ridiculous. Other customers were staring. My assistant manager came over and gave me a concerned look. Assistant manager, should we say something? Me, I already tried. Woman, excuse me. I need more tester bottles opened. Some of these are sealed. She was talking to me, waving her slippery hands in the air. Me, ma'am, we have plenty of open testers. You don't need to open sealed inventory. Woman, these are all the same. I need variety. Open those bottles on the top shelf. Me, those aren't testers. Those are stock for purchase. Woman, then how am I supposed to test them? Me, the testers are clearly marked. You've already tested about 20 different lotions. Woman, and I'm not done. This is terrible customer service. She turned back to the display and grabbed another bottle. She pumped a huge amount into her palm. That's when I noticed the floor. There was lotion everywhere. She'd been so excessive that it was dripping off her arms onto the tile floor. There were puddles of mixed lotions forming around her feet. Me, ma'am, you need to stop. You're making a mess, and it's becoming a safety hazard. Woman, I'm a paying customer. I have a right to test products. Me, you're not paying for anything yet, and you're creating a dangerous situation. My assistant manager had already gone to get the mop and caution signs. I radioed for another employee to help clean up. Woman, you're trying to rush me. I'm not finished testing. She reached for another bottle, but her hands were so slippery she couldn't grip it properly. The bottle fell and splattered more lotion on the floor. She bent down to pick it up. That's when it happened. She slipped. Her feet went out from under her, and she fell backwards, landing on her back in the puddle of mixed lotions she'd created. It wasn't a hard fall, more like a slow-motion slide, but she started screaming like she'd been seriously injured. Woman, oh my God, I'm hurt. Me, are you okay? Can you get up? Woman, no, I can't move. Call an ambulance. My assistant manager called emergency services while I tried to help her. She was flailing around in the lotion puddle, making it worse. Other customers had backed away, giving us space. Me, ma'am, please try to stay still. Help is coming. Woman, this is your fault. You made the floor slippery. Me, you made the floor slippery by spilling lotion everywhere. Woman, You let me test the products. You're responsible. The paramedics arrived about 10 minutes later. They helped her up. She was fine. No injuries, no bruises, nothing. Just covered head to toe in 20 different lotions mixed together. She smelled like a perfume factory exploded. Paramedic, ma'am, you seem okay. Do you want to go to the hospital to get checked out? Woman, yes, I need documentation of my injuries for my lawsuit. Paramedic, what injuries? Woman, my back, my neck, my emotional trauma from this hazardous environment. They took her to the hospital anyway because she insisted. Before she left, she pointed at me. Woman, I'm suing this store. You'll be hearing from my lawyer. After she left, we spent an hour cleaning up the lotion mess. It was everywhere. The floor, the display shelves, even some had splattered onto nearby products. We had to mark down several items as damaged. My district manager came by later that day after I called to report the incident. We reviewed the security footage together. The footage was clear. It showed her opening bottle after bottle, applying excessive amounts, lotion dripping everywhere, ignoring my warnings, and then slipping in the mess she created. My district manager made copies of everything and sent it to corporate legal. 2 weeks later, we got the lawsuit papers. She was suing for $50,000. Her claims included negligence, creating a hazardous environment, failure to warn about dangerous conditions, and something she called hazardous self-reflection, which apparently meant she was traumatized by seeing herself fall in the store's security mirror. Corporate lawyers handled everything. They had the security footage, my incident report, statements from multiple witnesses, including customers who'd been in the store. It was pretty open and shut. The case got dismissed within 3 months. The judge apparently watched the security footage and agreed that she'd created the hazard herself through her excessive and unreasonable use of the testers. Her lawyer tried to argue that we should have stopped her sooner, but the footage showed me warning her multiple times. She tried to appeal. That got rejected too. Then she showed up at the store one day, about a month after losing the appeal. Woman, I want to speak to the manager. Me, that's me. Woman, I'm here to file a complaint about defective products. Me, what products? Woman, all those lotions I tested. They were too slippery. That's a product defect. Me, lotion is supposed to be slippery. That's the nature of lotion. Woman, well, it caused my accident. Me, your excessive misuse of the testers caused your accident. The court agreed. Woman, the court was wrong. I'm taking this to the media. I'm going to expose this store for selling dangerous products. Me, you're welcome to do that. But you're also banned from this location for the safety of our staff and other customers. Woman, you can't ban me. I'm a customer. Me, actually, I can. You're trespassing now. Please leave or I'll call the police. She left, muttering threats about social media and news investigations. She never followed through on any of them. We never heard from her again. We did make one change, though. We put up a small sign near the testers that says, "Please test one product at a time and use hand sanitizer between samples." My assistant manager wanted to add, "Don't create lotion puddles," but corporate said that was too specific. The staff still jokes about it. Whenever someone tests multiple products, we say they're going for the full collection. And we installed a security camera pointed directly at the tester section, just in case anyone else decides that mixing 20 lotions at once is a good idea. The bottles are still there. The testers still get used every day, but nobody has tried to test all of them simultaneously since then. At least not yet. Story 3. I've been a patrol officer for about 7 years now in a mid-sized city. It's not a bad job most of the time. I deal with the usual stuff: traffic violations, noise complaints, the occasional domestic dispute. My partner retired last year, so I've been working solo for the past few months. I don't mind it. Gives me time to think during the quiet hours. I grew up in this city, went to school here, and came back after the police academy. My sister is actually on the city council, so I know most of the local politicians at least by face. The mayor and I went to the same high school, though she was a few years ahead of me. She's tough but fair, and she doesn't tolerate people using her name to get out of trouble. Last Tuesday started like any normal day. I was running radar on Highway 52, which cuts through the north part of town. It's a 45-mile-per-hour zone, but people treat it like a racetrack. I'd already pulled over 2 cars that morning for going 60 plus. Around 10:30, I clocked a silver luxury sedan doing 72 in the 45. I hit my lights and pulled out behind it. The car didn't slow down right away, which sometimes happens when people are distracted. But after about half a mile, it finally pulled onto the shoulder. I ran the plates before approaching. Clean record, registered to a woman who lived in the expensive neighborhood on the west side. I walked up to the driver's window with my citation book, and she had her window down before I even got there. Me, good morning, ma'am. Do you know why I stopped you today? Her, I have no idea. I wasn't doing anything wrong. Me, I clocked you going 72 in a 45-mile-per-hour zone. Her, that's impossible. My speedometer said 50. Me, ma'am, my radar is calibrated and certified. You were going 27 miles over the speed limit. Her, I don't care what your radar says. It's wrong. I wasn't speeding. Me, I need to see your license, registration, and proof of insurance, please. She huffed and started digging through her purse like I'd asked her to find a needle in a haystack. Finally, she shoved the documents at me without looking at me. Me, thank you. I'll be right back. I went back to my patrol car to run her information and write the citation. Everything checked out. No warrants, no prior speeding tickets in the past year. I filled out the citation and walked back to her window. Me, ma'am, I'm issuing you a citation for speeding. You can pay the fine or contest it in court. The information is on the back of the ticket. Her, you're actually giving me a ticket. Do you know who I am? Me, no, ma'am. Should I? Her, I know the mayor. We're very close friends. She's going to hear about this. Me, okay? You still need to sign this citation. It's not an admission of guilt, just an acknowledgement that you received it. Her, I'm not signing anything. This is harassment. I'm going to call the mayor right now and have your badge. Me, ma'am, if you refuse to sign, I'll have to take you into custody. The signature just means you received the ticket. Her, you can't arrest me. I know the mayor. Do you understand what that means? One phone call and you're done. Me, ma'am, I know the mayor too. We went to high school together, and I can tell you right now, she hates you. That stopped her mid-rant. Her mouth actually dropped open. Her, what did you just say? Me, the mayor doesn't like it when people use her name to try to get out of trouble. She's made that very clear to the entire department. So please, go ahead and call her. I'll wait. Her, you're lying. She wouldn't say that. Me, call her then? I've got time. She grabbed her phone and started jabbing at the screen. I just stood there, staying professional. My dashcam was recording everything, like it always does during traffic stops. Her, I'm calling her right now. You're going to be so sorry. She put the phone to her ear, and I heard it ringing on speaker. After a few rings, it went to voicemail. Her, she's probably in a meeting. She'll call me back, and you'll be fired by this afternoon. Me, okay? In the meantime, you still need to sign this citation, or I'm taking you in for refusing to comply. Her, this is insane. I'm a taxpayer. I pay your salary. Me, yes, ma'am. Lots of people pay taxes. You still broke the law, and you still need to sign this ticket. She snatched the citation book out of my hand and scribbled something that might have been a signature. Then she threw it back at me. It bounced off my chest and fell on the ground. Me, ma'am, you need to calm down. Assaulting an officer is a serious charge. Her, I didn't assault you. I handed you the book. Me, you threw it at me. That's on camera. Her, I don't care about your stupid camera. I know the mayor. You're done. Finished. I'm going to make sure you never work in this city again. Me, have a nice day, ma'am. Drive safely and watch your speed. I picked up the citation book and walked back to my car. She peeled out from the shoulder, tires squealing, which was another violation, but I decided one ticket was enough for the day. I radioed in that the stop was complete and continued my patrol. The next day, my sergeant called me into his office. I figured the woman had actually tried to complain, but when I walked in, he was grinning. "Sergeant, you're not going to believe this. That woman from yesterday's traffic stop, she did call the mayor's office." "Me and?" "Sergeant, the mayor personally called me this morning. She said, and I quote, 'Please tell your officer he was absolutely correct. I can't stand that woman. She's tried to use my name to get out of parking tickets, zoning violations, and now apparently speeding tickets. Give him my thanks for handling it professionally.'" Me, seriously? "Sergeant, seriously. Oh, and there's more. Someone pulled your dashcam footage through a public records request and posted it online. It's got about 500,000 views already. Everyone's talking about the 'I know the mayor' lady." I checked social media that night. Sure enough, the video was everywhere. People were making memes out of her screaming about knowing the mayor, and my deadpan response became the punchline. The comments were brutal but fair. Lots of people shared their own stories about her trying to name drop to get special treatment around town. The mayor's office even released a statement saying that no one should use her name to avoid accountability and that all citizens are subject to the same laws. That statement got almost as much attention as the original video. The woman tried to sue me and the Department for Defamation and Emotional Distress. The case was thrown out immediately. Public dashcam footage is protected, and nothing I said was false. Last I heard, she moved to a different city. Can't say I'm sorry to see her go. Story 4. I've been working as a server at this chain restaurant for about 3 years now. It's one of those places known for making a big deal out of birthdays. When someone tells us it's their birthday, we gather the whole staff, clap and sing, bring out a free dessert with sparklers, and make the person wear a ridiculous sombrero. It's cheesy, but people love it. Kids especially go crazy for it. The restaurant is in a busy shopping district, so we get a mix of regulars and tourists. I work mostly evening shifts, Tuesday through Saturday. The money's decent and my coworkers are cool, so I don't mind it. Plus, I'm putting myself through community college, so the flexible schedule helps. We have a pretty relaxed policy about birthdays. If someone says it's their birthday, we don't ask for ID or proof. It's just a piece of chocolate cake that costs the restaurant maybe $2. Not worth interrogating customers over. Most people are honest anyway. She first came in on a Tuesday evening around 6. Sat alone in my section, ordered the usual burger and fries combo. Nothing remarkable about her. She was probably in her 40s, dressed business casual, seemed normal enough. When I brought her check, she suddenly perked up. Her, "Oh, I just realized, it's my birthday today." Me, "Oh wow, happy birthday, let me get everyone together." Her, "Thank you so much. This is so sweet of you guys." I rounded up 4 other servers and we did our whole routine. Sang the birthday song, brought out the cake with sparklers, put the sombrero on her head. She recorded the whole thing on her phone, smiling and laughing. Left me a 20% tip. Great customer. Wednesday evening, around the same time, she came in again. Got seated in my section again. I recognized her immediately. Me, "Welcome back. What can I get you?" Her, "I'll have the chicken pasta tonight." Me, coming right up. Everything went smoothly. She ate her dinner, seemed perfectly happy. Then when I brought the check, it happened again. Her, "You know what? It's actually my birthday today." I stopped. Looked at her carefully. Me, "Wasn't yesterday your birthday?" Her, "What? No, today's my birthday, the 15th. Me, "I'm pretty sure we sang to you yesterday." Her, "Oh, you must be thinking of someone else." Definitely wasn't me. I was almost certain it was her, but I second-guessed myself. Maybe I was mixing her up with another customer. It had been a busy shift yesterday. Me, "Okay, sure. Let me grab everyone." We did the whole song and dance again. She recorded it again, acted surprised and delighted again. Left another good tip. Thursday evening, same time, she walked in. My coworker seated her in my section before I could say anything. I walked up to take her order, already suspicious. Me, back again? Her, your food is just so good. I'll have the salmon tonight. Me, sure thing. I served her dinner and waited. Like clockwork, when I brought the check, she did it again. Her, oh my goodness, I almost forgot. Today's my birthday. Me, really. Her, yes, can you believe I almost didn't mention it? Me, ma'am, this is the third night in a row you've told me it's your birthday. Her, I have no idea what you're talking about. Me, Tuesday, Wednesday, and now Thursday. Same week. You've claimed it's your birthday all 3 times. Her, are you calling me a liar? Me, I'm saying the math doesn't add up. Her, maybe I just like coming here. And maybe my birthday happens to fall during my visits. Me, 3 days in a row. Her, I want to speak to your manager. Me, gladly. I went to the back and found my manager doing inventory. Me, hey, we've got a situation. That woman in table 7 has claimed it's her birthday 3 nights in a row. Manager, same woman. Me, positive. Same person, same scam, 3 nights straight. Manager, did you give her free dessert all 3 times? Me, the first 2, yeah. I didn't realize what was happening until tonight. Manager, okay? Don't do the birthday thing tonight. Just bring her the check. Me, she's already asking for you. Manager, of course she is. I'll handle it. My manager went out to her table. I watched from the server station. Manager, good evening. I understand there's an issue. Her, yes, your server is accusing me of lying about my birthday. Manager, well, ma'am, our records show you've requested the birthday dessert on Tuesday, Wednesday, and now tonight. Her, so? Maybe I really love birthdays. Manager, your birthday can't be 3 different days. Her, this is discrimination. I'm a paying customer. Manager, you're a customer trying to scam free desserts. I'm going to have to ask you not to request the birthday promotion anymore. Her, this is outrageous. I'm never coming back here. Manager, that's probably for the best. She paid her bill, left no tip, and stormed out. My manager came back to the server station. Manager, if she comes in tomorrow, let me know immediately. Don't seat her in anyone's section. I'll handle her personally. Me, you got it. Friday came and went. No sign of her. Saturday morning shift was quiet. I figured she'd actually meant it about never coming back. Then Saturday evening, right at 6 o'clock, she walked in, wearing sunglasses and a hat like she was in disguise, but it was definitely her. The host didn't recognize her and started to seat her. I intercepted. Me, I'll take this one. I led her to a table and immediately went to find my manager. Me, she's back. Manager, you're kidding. Me, table 12, wearing sunglasses indoors. Manager, all right, here's what we're going to do. He gathered all the servers and explained his plan. We were all grinning by the end of it. Her dinner went normally. She ordered the ribs, ate them, seemed satisfied. When I brought the check, I waited. Her, so, it's actually my birthday today. Me, oh, is it now? Her, yes, I know I haven't mentioned it before, but today's the day. Me, well then, let me get everyone together for a very special song. Her, thank you. Finally some proper service. I went to the back. 6 of us gathered, including my manager. We walked out to her table carrying a piece of cake with a single candle. Then we started singing. All of us, Happy Expiration Day to you. Happy Expiration Day to you. Happy Expiration Day, dear scammer. Happy Expiration Day to you. Her face went from confusion to shock to pure rage in about 3 seconds. Her, what is this? Manager, well, you've claimed 4 birthdays in 1 week. We figured your credibility expired. This is your expiration day celebration. Her. This is humiliating. Manager. No, what's humiliating is trying to scam a restaurant 4 times in 1 week for free cake. Her. I'm reporting you to corporate. Manager. Please do. I've documented everything, including the video footage of you requesting the birthday promotion 4 separate times. Other diners were starting to watch. A few were holding up phones, recording. Her. You people are horrible. Manager, and you're banned. Please leave and don't come back. Her. Fine. Your food is terrible anyway. She grabbed her purse and practically ran out. The restaurant erupted in applause. My manager turned to the other diners and took a little bow. The video of us singing Happy Expiration Day ended up on social media. It got thousands of views. Corporate actually called my manager about it, but instead of being mad, they thought it was hilarious. They even sent him a bonus for creative problem solving. We made Happy Expiration Day our unofficial anthem. Anytime someone tried to pull something sketchy, we'd threaten to sing it to them. Never saw her again after that. But I like to think somewhere out there, she still hears that song in her nightmares. Story 5. I've been working at a department store cosmetics counter for 3 years now. It's not my dream job, but it pays the bills while I finish my nursing degree at night. I started here right after my divorce when I needed something stable with health insurance. The hours work with my class schedule and my coworkers are decent. Most customers are fine, some are wonderful, and then there's the occasional nightmare that makes you question humanity. We sell everything from drugstore brands to high-end skincare. One of our biggest sections is the lotion and body care area. We have dozens of testers out so people can try before they buy. It's standard retail practice. We provide cotton swabs, tissue, and hand sanitizer for people to test responsibly. Most customers dab a little on their hand, smell it, and move on. That's how it's supposed to work. Last Tuesday started like any normal shift. I clocked in at 10, helped a few customers find foundation matches, restocked some lipsticks. Around noon, this woman walked in and made a beeline for the lotion section. I was ringing up another customer, but I could see her from the register. She started opening tester bottles. One after another, I finished with my customer and walked over. Me, hi there, can I help you find something? Woman, I'm fine, just testing. Me, great, let me know if you need any recommendations. I went back to the counter, but kept an eye on her. She wasn't stopping. She'd pump lotion onto her hands, barely rub it in, then grab another bottle, then another. I walked back over. Me, find anything you like. Woman, not yet. These all feel the same. Me, that's probably because you're layering them. It's better to test one, let it absorb, then try another. Woman, I know how to shop, thanks. She kept going. She had both arms covered in lotion now, multiple layers of different products. She moved to testing them on her forearms, her elbows, even her neck. Other customers were starting to stare. My supervisor noticed and came over. Supervisor, ma'am, our testers are meant for small samples. You've used quite a bit of product. Woman, these are testers. That's what they're for. Supervisor, yes, but you're mixing multiple products and using excessive amounts. We ask that customers test responsibly. Woman, I'm trying to find the right one for my skin. This is ridiculous. What kind of store doesn't want customers to test products? Me, we do want you to test them, just maybe 1 or 2 at a time. Woman, I'll test however many I want. She grabbed 3 more bottles and pumped huge amounts into her palms. The lotion was dripping off her hands onto the display counter and floor. She was rubbing it on her arms in these exaggerated circular motions, and drops were flying everywhere. Supervisor, ma'am, you're making a mess. You need to stop now. Woman, don't tell me what to do. She reached for another bottle, but her hands were so slippery she knocked it over. Lotion spilled across the counter and dripped onto the floor. My supervisor grabbed paper towels while I went to get the caution sign and mop from the back. When I came back, it was worse. She grabbed even more bottles. She was now mixing lotions together in her hands like she was conducting some kind of experiment. There were puddles on the floor. The whole area smelled like a collision between a flower shop and a vanilla factory. Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to step away from the display. This is becoming a safety hazard. Woman, I'm almost done. Just a few more. She wasn't almost done. She grabbed 2 more bottles, one in each slippery hand. That's when her feet went out from under her. She slipped in the puddle of mixed lotions she'd created and went down hard, landing flat on her back. Woman, oh my God, I'm dying. Me, are you hurt? Can you sit up? Woman, I can't move. You did this. Your slippery floor. Supervisor, ma'am, you spilled the lotion. You created the hazard. Woman, you let me test the products. This is your fault. She was lying in a puddle of at least 20 different lotions, completely covered, and screaming about injuries. My supervisor called for an ambulance while I tried to help her, but she kept flailing and making the situation worse. Me, please try to stay still until the paramedics arrive. Woman, I'm suing. I'm suing this entire store. The paramedics showed up about 15 minutes later. They checked her out right there on the floor. No broken bones, no visible injuries, just covered in lotion and extremely angry. Paramedic, ma'am, you seem fine. Do you want to be transported to the hospital? Woman, yes, I need everything documented. My back, my head, my emotional distress. I saw myself fall in that mirror over there, and it was traumatic. Paramedic, you want to go to the hospital because you saw yourself fall. Woman, it's hazardous self-reflection. I'm traumatized. The paramedic looked at my supervisor like he was hoping for an explanation. My supervisor just shrugged. They took her to the hospital anyway because she demanded it. Before she left on the stretcher, still covered in mixed lotions and smelling absolutely insane, she pointed at me and my supervisor. Woman, you'll be hearing from my lawyer. Both of you. This store created a death trap. After she left, we spent 2 hours cleaning. Lotion was everywhere. The floor, the counter, the mirror, even some had gotten on nearby clothing racks. We had to damage out about 15 tester bottles that were either empty or contaminated. The whole section had to be sanitized. My manager reviewed the security footage and filed an incident report. The footage showed everything. Her opening bottle after bottle, ignoring our warnings, spilling lotion, and then slipping in her own mess. It was pretty damning evidence. 3 weeks later, the store's legal department contacted us. She'd filed a lawsuit for $75,000. Her claims included negligence, failure to maintain safe premises, inadequate warnings about slippery products, and something called hazardous self-reflection causing psychological trauma because she'd seen herself fall in the security mirror. The store's lawyers were actually amused by that last one. They had the security footage, incident reports from 3 employees, and statements from 2 customers who'd witnessed the whole thing. They sent her lawyer everything. Her lawyer apparently watched the footage and tried to get her to drop the case. She refused. She was convinced she had a legitimate claim. The case went to court about 4 months later. I had to testify. I explained what happened, how we'd warned her multiple times, how she'd created the mess herself. My supervisor testified. The security footage was played for the judge. It was crystal clear that she'd caused her own accident through excessive and unreasonable behavior. Her lawyer tried to argue that we should have physically stopped her or called security sooner. The judge wasn't buying it. He asked her directly why she'd needed to test 20+ lotions simultaneously. Her response was that she had complex skincare needs that required comprehensive testing. The judge dismissed the case. He said that while stores have a duty to maintain safe premises, customers also have a responsibility to behave reasonably. Her behavior was not reasonable, and she'd created the hazard herself. He also noted that hazardous self-reflection was not a recognized legal claim. She tried to argue. The judge told her the decision was final. But here's where it gets better. After losing the case, she went to the local news with her story. She did this whole interview about how the store had victimized her and the justice system had failed. The news station actually contacted the store for comment. The store's PR team provided the security footage. The news station aired both, her interview and the footage side by side. It was beautiful. You could see her on camera talking about being an innocent victim, while the footage showed her literally bathing in tester lotions and ignoring repeated warnings. The segment went viral locally. People were sharing it, making jokes, creating memes. Someone edited the footage with cartoon sound effects. It was everywhere for about a week. She deleted all her social media after that. Never came back to the store. We heard through the grapevine that she tried to sue the news station for defamation, but that went nowhere too. We still have lotion testers. We added a new sign that says, "Please test one product at a time. Excessive use may result in slippery conditions." My supervisor wanted it to say, "Don't bathe in our testers," but corporate said no. And every time I see someone testing multiple lotions, I watch them a little more carefully now.